Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm sharing a Happy Meal card which is part of an INSTAHOP with an amazing giveaway organized by Missees by Karin, Joan and the whole team. Now first of all, this card I'm using the Donut Dog and Benny Bear. Why? Well, today actually is the World Pet Day. So we are celebrating using our Missees pets on Instagram. For today's card, I'm also using an older set called Basic Wishes from the Basics by Karin Joan, which has this amazing smile, scripty word, and I just love how it's written. Karin Joan is incredible. And I'm going to do something that I saw many people already done in the past, but I never tried it out, and it's actually to smush with your inks or drag your inks over your cardstock and then have these well, how do you call it, these streaks, I have no clue. However, I took these gorgeous colors from Concord and Ninth, and I decided to go with greens and blues. In the other cards that I made for Karin Joan and the new Mrs. Pets release, I used a lot of pinks, so I just decided to switch it up and go for a more masculine maybe vibe, but also a really vibrant card, so really cute. So I ended up using Sprouts, Sea Gloss, Aqua Sky, and Oceanside. I'm also going to use Peacock to stamp out Smile. And well, I just thought this is a gorgeous combination, and there are many inks out there that might represent this. I just don't have a lot of inks except for distress inks. So I have these Concord the 9th inks, and I'm really glad that I do, because I think these inks are really gorgeous. But what I wanted to talk about before I get crazy over here with the coloring of the dog, as I said, there is a giveaway. This giveaway is a bit different on Instagram. It's with a little bit of a game. So you will find on Instagram all of the members that are participating on this hop sharing gorgeous cards. And on each of the first picture of their cards, you will find a letter. Now, the game is that you will hop along, of course, and get inspired, but write down those letters and they will together form a sentence. Now, once you have found that sentence, the idea is that you will send that in a private message to the Missees by Karin Joan account, not in the comments underneath the photos, but in a private message. And if it's correct, then you will be one of the participants to the giveaway, and I assure you that it will be a lot of fun and it will be so inspiring, this hop. I already saw the cards by the other members and wow, I just love each and every card. So that being said, definitely do participate. There will be 2 winners and they will be announced on Friday. So a lot of fun is for sure. Now, before starting on the coloring from the dog, I first decided to add everything to my card base. I also trimmed down this sliver of a gold dust glitter card from Tonic Studios, and I'm just going to add it on the edge of my card, just to give it something extra. And I really took my time over here because it's a really thin sliver of that gold dust paper. Normally I would just trim down a bit of a smaller strip and then add that first to my card base and then overhang the other panel on top of it, you know, a bit offset to the left, or just trim it a bit smaller and then you have that gold from underneath that you will see. However, as you saw, it was really a scrap piece of that gold dust, so I didn't have a lot of room to create a bigger or wider strip. So therefore, it's this way, it works as well. So if you're like me and you have lots of those scrap pieces, then definitely use it like this. There is nothing wrong with that. And then just be careful with the liquid glue. I didn't want it to ooze out. So therefore, I went really slowly over there. Now, I'm stamping out this image. As I said before, it's the donut dog, and you have several different items that you can add to the dog. I decided to not add anything in the paws, so I used the paws without any of the other images that are already in the set as well, or in the other sets, because you can combine the dog and the bunny and the cat all together, mix and match a bit, have fun with them. I decided to not do that. However, when I was editing the video, I asked myself why I didn't add the same heart as I did in the background, just in the past. I don't know why I didn't do that, but when I started editing, well, the card already left to make someone happy, so therefore I couldn't change it anymore. And I still like how it turned out, but I definitely think that you can play a bit with the elements that you might want to add, like me, in the background. They might return in the path of the dog in this case. Anything goes, actually. So I'm just working my way from darkest to lightest here with my Copic markers, and I don't mind if my first layer isn't that well. I need at least 2 layers if I play with this paper. If you need 3 or more, that's also an option, of course, but I just noticed that at least 2 layers will help me with my blend. So I just keep going. The first layer doesn't say anything. So I just keep adding my layers and building from darkest to lightest. There are again also many ways to do Copic coloring or coloring with alcohol markers in general. But you do you do whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever gives you the result that you like. I just prefer going from darkest to lightest. Also those paws. Also 2 layers. It's a small area, but even small areas might need a second or third layer, you never know. And then once I'm happy with the coloring, I am going to take the matching dies, which are already in the sets, and I just love that. You have everything all at once. The stems are on the bottom of the set and the dies are on top, and you can just use them all together. It's really, really handy. So once I die cut it, I could play around with placement. I could also play around with those paths, because you have many options actually. You can place them in whatever direction you want. You don't need to place them all the same direction. You have so many options. I decided to go really simple and add both of them towards the belly of the dog. So it also could have held something. I fixed a bit with my white jelly roll pen. My darkest marker, the E59, was quite dark, and so I went outside the lines. I tried to fix it with the colorless blender, but from time to time, when your marker is a bit too dark, it tends to still be visible, so therefore I used the white jelly roll pen to get rid of the ink that went outside of the lines. So once I added the thin foam squares, I could add this dog to the bottom of my panel. I just used the white area as grounding, and then I played around with the paws, as I said, and then I glued them down with some liquid glue. Again, he can also be holding something, or if you want to make a similar card, but you know that, for example, a person loves a donut, just add the paws with the donut. I mean, lots and lots of possibilities. So once I added that, this card was finished, and I really enjoyed making it. Now again, to remind you, this is part of an INSTAHOP, so definitely go over on Instagram to play along, and I wish you all the luck. It's a bit of a game, so have fun with that. I want to thank you all for stopping by and taking the time to watch this video. I truly appreciate it. I want to wish you all an incredible day, and I'll be back soon with some new crafty inspiration. Bye!